Hey Cappies, welcome to 8 of Cups Tarot. I'm just doing a really quick energy update for mid-month. I'm not going to clarify too much. I'm just going to kind of check the energy, see how you're doing, see what's going on, see if I can offer you any advice or perspective on the situation. Capricorns, mid-April. Isn't April like such a weird month because I feel like it's flying by, yet it's going so slow at the same time. All right, let's see. On reverse, Wheel of Fortune, King of Pentacles in reverse. Well, that's a lot going on right there, Cap. I'm not quite sure yet how I feel about this Devil in reverse. Man, do I feel like you're pulling back from a situation like hardcore. Like screeching brakes. Wow. Your challenge card is all right, you're totally needing to break free from something that's very oppressive, Capricorn. And I don't know if this is a relationship, if it's a job, if it's a family member. First of all, it is extremely karmic. It's an extremely karmic cycle or situation in your life. And just recently, just now, you know, that Wheel of Fortune, it just feels like you're making a massive change in direction. And the King of Pentacles, wow. Okay. The King of Pentacles in reverse, it's just, you just no longer feel stable in this situation, or a very long-standing commitment is coming to an end, and it's being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you're stepping into your own independence. You may be starting your own business. You definitely leaving a marriage or a divorce of some sort. You could be some of my caps could be going to rehab. I could see that as well. You know, it's something's happening that's causing you to, you know, first of all, Wheel of Fortune coming with the Hermit. Wheel of Fortune the Hermit could be the energy we're all in right now. Absolutely. You know, we're having to stay inside. We're kind of having, well, not all of us, but some of us, we're having to withdraw from social situations or from our regular routines, from all of the things that would distract us. And we have to face, you know, where we are in life. We have to really look at things. And I think once we do that, we're given the insight to change things, to change the direction of our lives, to change our karmic cycles. And King of Pentacles in reverse tells you that you're stepping away from, you know, first of all, it's an energy of stability. So it could be where you put too much of an emphasis on a job or a relationship because it kept you financially stable. but in the end, you're kind of selling your soul just so you could have that house or you could have that car. And it's leaving you empty. And I think that you know that there has to be some kind of a reinventing of self that occurs here. A reinventing of your priorities. And I think that a situation has to end. You know, in your challenge card is the Six of Swords. I'm sorry, I don't know. I can't speak still, even though Mercury is in Aries. Now I'm like getting ahead of myself. But yeah, so first of all, that's completely self-imposed. That's where you get stuck in your thought processes, and it's all related to fear, and it's about fearing movement. It's about making the move. It's about moving away from something, and that's your challenge position, is the actual leaving of the situation. And it's being clarified by the Lovers. So the universe is telling you that if you don't walk away from this, if you don't break this karmic cycle, this way that you think or feel about yourself, if you don't take control over it, you're actually going to miss out on, you know, kind of the finding of yourself in a way, the balance of your self-reliance. Like, you will not realize how absolutely strong you are on your own. You know, they say sometimes you don't know how strong you are until you have to be that strong. And I think there's like a renewal in faith of yourself, renewal of faith in the universe when you really do allow this Wheel of Fortune to come in. And the only way that you can allow it to come in is just to sort of relinquish your control. King of Pentacles in reverse, you know, you have to give up that control, because that could be the need to like really put your claws in something, to like really hold on out of desperation. You know, if you're in a fear place over your finances and you just think, oh my God, I just have to cling to this job, because if I lost this job, I would have nothing. I would starve to death and die. Well, probably not though, right? Like, you probably wouldn't. All those thoughts are so self-imposed. The reality of the situation is you would find your way, you would change your direction, and you would find something else. And if you could look at it in a more spiritual way, like the hermit would, with spiritual wisdom, with understanding the laws of the universe, if you allowed this to end, if you allowed whatever's holding you back or making you feel oppressed or held down, weighted by too much responsibility and not enough love, not enough connection to self, not enough spirituality, if you stay on that route, you know, then you enter back into that Wheel of Fortune, and you stay on that. That's what karma is. It's stuck energy of just having that same mindset all the time. And the Wheel of Fortune comes in when it says you have the chance, or the opportunity to change things, to change the way that you do things, to understand yourself better with the Hermit, to understand the wisdom of where you are right now, and to allow it to change your direction, to believe in the faith in the universe. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. So 8 of Wands, I mean, there's movement. There's rapid movement towards this, whether you realize it or not. You may feel King of Pentacles in reverse. Oh man, Caps. Yeah, you want to move away from something because you don't feel appreciated. You don't feel, it doesn't fit you anymore. It's just not on your vibration, whatever this is. Whatever karmic cycle it is, like, you've done so much change. There's been so much transformation for you that you just can't operate at this level no matter how hard you force yourself to. There's a feeling like you just can't be yourself. You can't stand out. If this is a job, you can't use your skills that you have, like your God-given skills here. And you're just not happy. The situation feels icky and stuck, and you need to walk away from something so you could see how strong and vivacious you are. King of Wands in reverse. Again, there's an energy of frustration, like you want so badly for things to move, but they're not moving. And I think it's because you're depending on somebody else, an outside source, to give you some form of recognition, and that's just not going to come at this time. You really have to do it yourself. You have to come up with the plans yourself. You have to attract the things to you. You cannot go out and get them at this time. You can't force others to agree with you. You can't force others to get on this boat with you. You know, this is kind of a solo journey until you change your direction. And as soon as you do that, then other people will start hopping in your boat. You know, people are going to be like, hey, I want to go there too. Let's go there too. You know, but you kind of have to take the first move. Like, you got to get in that boat by yourself, and then allow others to join you. You can't wait for others to get in that boat. You know, everyone's on their own journey right now, Capricorn. Everyone's on their own journey, and some people are going to stay where they're at. Some people are comfortable there. But I don't feel like you're going to be satisfied there. And I don't feel like in the end, if those people were to come with you, they wouldn't be happy there. And you wouldn't be happy with them. Like, this just what it is. There's an acceptance here of it is what it is. You've outgrown certain circumstances, and you need to step into the new. And I really do feel like you're in an in-between place. Knight of Swords. Right now it's all about chasing that vision. And it is. It's all about chasing that vision. It's all about going after and, you know, plowing through the things that held you back before. If there was certain patterns of not believing in yourself, you know, God damn, you're charging away from that quickly. Everything changes when that changes. This is the change of direction that takes place. It goes from feeling like the boat's never leaving the dock because you keep waiting for all those other people to get in, to just taking off. Just taking off, going in the direction of something you haven't tried before, something you haven't done before. It's all about the new. It's all about the different. And it's all about you right now. It's not about what others want to tell you to do. It's not about, man, the Hermit does not ask for other people's advice. Capricorns, it's not about what other people want from you, you know. They might have the best intentions for you. They might say, oh, man, don't make that move because, you know, like the market's not good and it's just not a smart time. You know, maybe even an astrologist says to you, oh, well, you shouldn't do that when Venus is in retrograde, right? But you're like, no, because I just know better, and I know that now is the time, and it's not about what anybody else thinks or does, and it's not about anybody else getting in that boat with you. It's about you in that boat, getting to where you are, and then meeting the people that are there waiting for you, Capricorn. And it is about letting go of the old ways, not being oppressed by all those things you thought you had to do. Man, it feels like there was just so much stuff you had to do. So many people you couldn't let down. And all of a sudden, like, it's just not about that anymore. It can't be about that anymore. Get in the boat, Cap. People will meet you there. get in the boat. You know, those that really want to get on, they might hop on the second. They might see you moving in that way and going, shit, I got to step up. I got to step up and get in there. You know, and quite frankly, if they don't, then you're not going to want them to be with you where you're going anyways. And I know that sounds harsh right now, and it's not. It's just not, because we all have like these journeys and these lessons, and you know, the astrological skies, they are what they are. They're changing our destinies. We are transforming. We're all turning into something very different than what we used to be. And when we change, relationships change, destinies change. The mouse. You know, the mouse is scared of everything. He's skittish. He's afraid of everything. And he's always planning for the worst case scenarios and not allowing himself to dream. And I just don't think that's acceptable anymore. I just think that there's a balance between finding your responsible self and finding what you really love and who you really are and being who you really want to be. And it's not allowing other people to plant all these seeds of doubts and all the reasons why it wouldn't work out. All the reasons why you're not good enough or you're not capable enough. You know, it's just noise. Like, I feel like Capricorn's got to shut that noise down. Like, you really have to turn it off right now in order to hear the divine wisdom. And that's at 9 of Pentacles. Like, if you could just stay strong in yourself, see what you have to offer, like really take the time. I mean, that wisdom, that knowing what you could bring to the table, knowing what you offer, what you're good at, what your strengths are, and making it align with what you do. That's what that Lovers is. A card of Gemini. It's a card of balance, and it's a card of alignment. And, you know, finding opportunities that align with your real deep gifts. If you're in a job that you hate, you know, you're not seeing your gifts, and therefore you're not seeing who you truly are, and you're not stepping into your own light. You're not attracting people that operate at that vibration, and you just stay stuck in the busyness of life.